video session of Standard 8 Geography Industries. In today's session, we are going to learn about the nature and importance of industries, classification of various economic activities, and the classification of industries. Can we move on to the session?
Unit 6 Industry. What is an industry? Industry is a process by which the raw material are changed into finished products. Many raw materials are not fit for human consumption. Consumption means direct use. Therefore, there is a need for conservation. Conservation means change. This transformation of commodities from one form to another form is the essence of manufacturing industry or the industry group of economic activities. Arrival of science and technology helped the man to fabricate raw material into finished products. The economic strength of a country is always measured by the development of manufacturing industries. Therefore, any country in the world is basically dependent on the effective growth of industries for its economic development. Economic activity. Any action that involves in the production, distribution, consumption or service is an economic activity. Basics of economic activities. The major and the fundamental economic activities are primary economic activities, that is raw cotton production, secondary economic activities, example spinning mill, tertiary economic activities, example trade transport, quaternary activities, example banking sector, quinary activities, example judicial sector. So from the picture we can see the classification of the economic activities and the different sectors. What is primary economic activity? These are the economic activities which have been originated in the very beginning. It includes the activities such as forestry, grazing, hunting, food gathering, fishing, agriculture, mining and quarry. These are the examples of primary economic activities. Secondary economic activities. Secondary activities are those that change raw material into usable product through processing and manufacturing. Bakeries that make flour into bread and factories that change metal and plastic into vehicles are examples of secondary activities. Here you can see the inputs, process and output. Tertiary economic activities. Tertiary economic activities are those that provide essential services and support the industries to function. Often it is called service industries. This level includes the transportation, finance, bank, trade, transport, utilities, education, retail, housing, medical and other services. Even schools comes under tertiary economic activities. This tertiary economic activity is the backbone of Indian economy. Quaternary economic activity. Quaternary activities are associated with the creation and transformation of information, including research and training, often called information industries. This level has been dramatic growth as a result of advancement in technology and electronic display and transmission of information. Example, we watch television. The programs are telecasted from television station. It is an example of quaternary activities. Do you know service sector is one of the largest sector of India. Currently, this sector is the backbone of Indian economy and contributing around 53% of the Indian gross domestic product. What is quinary activity? Illustrate with an example. Quinary activities or activities refers to the high-level decision-making process by executives in industries, business, education and government. This sector includes top executive or officials in the field of science and technology, universities, judicial, healthcare, etc. In our house, our parents purchase household articles and make decisions by themselves in some situations. Similarly, the Council of Ministers take decisions to introduce various people welfare schemes in the state. These two are the example of plenary act. So government decisions comes under plenary activities. Factors responsible for location of industries. Industrial locations are complex in nature. They are influenced by the availability of many factors. Some of them are raw materials, land, water, labor, capital, power, transport, and market. The locational factors of industries are grouped into geographical factors and non-geographical factors. Come, let's see what is geographical factors and which affects the location of the industry. So the factors affect the location of the industries are raw material, power, labor, transport, storage and warehousing, topographic, that is physical feature, climate, water resources. Raw material. Bulky goods and weight losing materials cannot be transported for long distances. Therefore, industries like iron and steel and sugar industries are located near the place of availability of iron ore and sugar cane respectively. Steel plant in Salem is located near Kanjamalai, where iron ore is available. Similarly, sugar industries are located near sugarcane growing areas. Power. Power is base and essential to run the entire industry. Power is mostly generated from the conventional source like coal, mineral, oil and water. So, any one of these sources must be located near the industry to fulfill its power requirement. Labor. Availability of cheap and skilled laborers is another important requirement for labor-intensive industries. Example, tea industries. Transport. It is needed for transporting raw material to the industry and also for sending the finished products to the market. Availability of easy transportations always influence the location of an industry. So the junction point of waterways, roadways and railways become active centers of industrial activity. Storage and warehousing. The finished goods should reach the market at the end of the process of manufacturing. Hence, such finished goods should be stored at suitable storage or warehouse till the goods are taken to the market. Topography. Topography means physical features of a place. The site that is selected for the establishment of an industry must be flat, so it can be well served by different modes of transport. Climate. Climate of the area selected for an industry is also one of the important factors of location of industries. Extreme climate condition is not suitable for the successful industrial growth. Moreover, there are certain industries which require a specific climate. Example, cotton textile industries. It requires cool and humid climate. Coimbatore and Tirupur have such type of climate. Many cotton textile industries are located water resources. Availability of water is another important factor that influences the industrial location. Many industries are established near rivers, canals and lakes for this reason. Iron and steel industries, textile industries and chemical industries require plenty of water for the proper functioning. Let's move on to non-geographical factors. Under non-geographical factors we have capital, availability of loans, government policies and regulations. Capital. Capital or huge investment is needed for the establishment of industry, without which no industry can be established. Availability of loans. In most cases, it is not possible to start an industry with enough capital in hand. So the investors seek loan start the industries. Thus, the organizational setup which provides loan and insurance are required. Government policies and regulations. Government policies are another important factor that influences industrial location. The government sets certain restrictions in the allocation of land for industry in order to reduce regional disparities, to control excessive pollution, and to avoid the excessive clustering. Clustering means a group of industries in big cities. So the policies also affect the industrial location. Let's move on to the classification of industries. Industries are classified on the basis of raw materials, on the basis of size and capital, on the basis of ownership. On the basis of raw material, it is further divided into agro-based industries, mineral-based industries, marine-based industries, forest-based industries. Agro-based industries. These industries use plant and animals-based products as their raw materials. Example, food processing, vegetable oil, cotton textile, dairy products, etc. Mineral-based industry. These are the industries that use mineral ore as a raw material. Iron made from iron ore is a product of mineral-based industry. Cement, machine tool, etc. are the example of mineral-based industries. Marine-based industries. These industries use products from the sea and the ocean as their raw material. If you see the example, processed seafood, fish oil, manufacturing units, forest-based industries. These industries use forest products as a raw material. Example, pulp and paper, furniture and some pharmaceutical industries. Next move on the basis of size and capital, it is further divided into large-scale industries and small-scale industries. What is large-scale industries? The capital required for the establishment of an industry is more than 1 crore. The industry is called as large-scale industries. So the capital is more than 1 crore. Example, iron and steel, oil refineries, cement and textile industry, small-scale industries. The capital required for the establishment of the industries is less than 1 crore. The industry is called small-scale industries. Example, silk weaving and household industries. So from the picture we can see the classification of industry through flowcharts. So through flowcharts it comes that the industries on the basis of source of raw material, on the basis of size, on the basis of ownership. So on the basis of source of raw material is divided into agro-based industry, mineral-based industry, marine-based industries and forest-based industries. On the basis of size, large-scale industries, small-scale industries. On the basis of ownership, public sector industry, private sector industry, joint sector industry, cooperative sector industry. Apart from the above cited industries, cottage or household industry are also a type of small-scale industry, where the products are manufactured by hand by the artisans with the help of family members. These industries are also classified and grouped as miscellaneous category. Example, basket weaving, pot making, handicraft, etc. Private sector industries on the basis of ownership comes under private sector industries, public sector industries, joint sector industries, cooperative sector industries. Private sector industries are owned and operated by individual or a group of individuals. Example, Bajaj Auto, Reliance, etc. Public sector industries. These type of industries are owned and operated by the government. Hindustan Aeronautic Limited, that is HAL, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, that is BHEL, Steel Authority of India Limited, that is SAIL, are the example of public sector industries. Joint sector industries. These type of industries are owned and operated jointly by the government and individual or a group of individuals. Example, Indian Oil Sky Tanking Limited, Indian Synthetic Rubber Limited, Mahanagar Gas Limited, Maruti Udyog, etc. Cooperative sector industries. Industries of this kind are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw material or the workers or both. Anand Milk Union Limited, that is Amul, is the best example of the cooperative sector. Let's move on to recap and evaluation part.